Greetings everyone, I'm Yasamika from Being Human, and have I got a good one for you? You know how we all want to be stars? Well, I'm going to show you where your star is. In actual fact, I'm going to show where your universe is with all your stars in it, not just one of them. We'll start out with the physical layer. I'm actually going to take you into spherical consciousness here. Of course, at the moment, our physical body looks nothing like a sphere, same as Yelena here. Because of our physical senses, we only ever see the outside of ourselves, but there's actually so much else going on. This is our physical layer. We all have one. You're looking at my physical layer, it's on the outside. Same as Yelena, the physical body is on the outside and the conscious mind. And when we get into spherical consciousness, we perceive our outside body as a sphere. This is the cool sphere from the garden. Leonardo da Vinci illustrated this with the Vitruvian Man, the man inside the sphere or the man inside the circle, because it was a painting. But in actual fact, we are inside a sphere. To find our stars, we have to go inside the sphere or our conscious mind to see what the heck's going on. Thank you, Yelena. You can pop over there. Interesting, there's other things. We live on a sphere. It's pretty close to a sphere. So we live on the outside of the sphere, and we only actually ever see the outside and perceive the outside of the sphere using our 5 physical senses. And on the outside of here are our 5 physical elements, making up our conscious and physical world. Now we go inside our conscious mind, we go inside of it, we find another mind, and we'll find our subconscious mind, and you're going to find another geometric form. When we perceive our subconscious mind, it works off a matrix of 12. Can you see that? Yep, that'll do it. Time is set off 12, multiplied by 2, 1 for the daytime, 1 for the night time. We have got 12 astrological signs up in the sky, because we work off 12. We've got 12 major archetypes. Archetypes are the roles that human beings play so they can get karmic effect. You know, one of these might be a warrior. So that might be this. Now, these are called vertices. So there's 12 vertices on here, and one of these is the vertex. So when we are playing one archetype, we are only stuck to one vertex. And if this is the one here, which is, say, the hero archetype, the subconscious mind will keep you here. You are unable to play any other one, because the subconscious mind, as much as it's really powerful, it's really limited. So let's say you're here throwing a warrior. Let's say you're going to a sporting fixture where you're playing in there and you actually have to be a warrior. And you hope that you actually have this one over there, because this one's hero. And a lot of people who go play sporting games or any kind of game, they like to be the hero. So what happens is that you will jump from here to here. And let's say as a job, you may have a job as a masculine job, as a builder or a creator. Creator's over here, let's say. So when you're at work and you're doing the creator thing, you will only be in this vertex. And you jump in the car to go home, or you jump in some kind of transport to go home. Now this one over here could well be an archetype of pilgrim or archetype of traveller. And this one, so you'll go from all these different points, depending on what reality you're in, and what archetype you actually are playing at that particular time. 12. Jesus Christ at the Last Supper. Jesus Christ had 12 disciples. He was number 13. If you get all the points of these vertices and draw a line through the middle of the 12-pointed star, you're going to get a point in the middle. That's the 13th point. Jesus was number 13 because he was always showing people how to get past the 12. Right, so we've got a star of 12 in our subconscious mind. Now, if you take the vertices off and you only have a flat shape where the vertice was coming out, we end up with a dodecahedron. And this is a 12-sided shape. It is known as the Christed cube. When we go into our soul, we go past the dodecahedron and we live inside the dodecahedron, inside of it. We still live here on the outside, but as we evolve and become more aware, we will go into our subconscious patterning, work out the subconscious patterning which has us stuck in the 12, and as we evolve we go into our dodecahedron. Now this is where we're meant to be, living inside of here, which is very cool because all these vertices are inside of here, so we can actually play all of these at once when we're inside our dodecahedron. When we are karmically or subconsciously controlled, we live on the outside of the dodecahedron and live in the on the subconscious star. Shift this over here. Now when we go inside the soul, we've taken the vertices off, we go inside the soul and we find we have another star, and it's our soul star, and it's known as the star tetrahedron. It is also known as our Merkaba. It is a 8-pointed star, and here's another one, and quite often you will see them like that because our soul stars spin. If you ever see one of these, this is what it stands for. It stands for our soul, and it's golden, white gold. This is why the eternal flame connects to our soul, because the outside of our soul is white gold and it's the same as a flame. That's why the eternal flame is the symbol for our soul. So here we have an 8-pointed soul star. When the soul wants to contact you or communicate with you or give you a confirmation or show you you're on the right track, it will send to you into this layer. It will give you something to do with 8. It might be a spider, might scare the hell out of you. But the point is, if you've talked to your soul and you're going, for goodness sake, can someone just help me out here? Can you give me a hand? The soul's always communicating with us, but we have trouble understanding how it does that. Well, it does that. The way to the soul is 13. So if you say to your soul, am I going in the right direction? Is this the right decision? And somehow number 13 turns up here, that is the soul telling you that you're on the right track. When you get to the soul, it will talk to you in 8 language. So what mean, the spider, octopus, you might be wondering if you're on the right track walking around in a city and you walk around the corner and here's a big octopus painted on the wall. That's 8. If you go to a hotel or somewhere where there's a pool table and you're thinking to yourself quietly, am I on the right track, and the number 8 ball jumps off the table and ends up on your big toe, that's your soul talking to you in the language of 8. Now, we can go inside the soul, and what we'll do is we'll do exactly the same thing as we did to the subconscious star of 12. We'll go into here, which is here, and we take off the vertices. There's 8 of them. There you go. And we end up with one of those. And it's interesting because, does that top part remind you of anything? This is an octahedron, and this is exactly the same as the pyramids of Egypt. It's just that with the pyramid of Egypt, we only actually see the top part. This is powerful. This is the octahedron, and this is getting inside our soul. I've taken you inside the physical, into the subconscious, which runs on 12. Then I've taken you into the dodecahedron and into the soul star, and now we go into here. There's more. If you draw a line, again, you know how I said we'd take a line from each point and there becomes a point in the middle where they all cross? Well, you can do the same with this. You can do the same with the gold one. And you can do the same with your holy octahedron. And what happens? You end up with one speck of light. And that one speck of light edit that. One speck of light. Okay. Inside our soul of the octahedron, which is inside our soul star, we have the Almighty I Am presence. And this is our God self. This is our God spark. This is source energy. This is God. This is not a big man or a man with a beard with a stick sitting on a throne. This is God energy. It is a consciousness, and this is where it's inside our soul. It's the heart of our soul. It's our Almighty I Am. I am that I am. This is where it is. This is inside. This is inside our octahedron. And then we go inside of here and we get our soul star. The soul star goes inside our dodecahedron. Now you've got to understand the reason why the soul's so holy, because this is our Holy Spirit. The 12-pointed star is our spirit. What makes this so holy is because we have the Almighty I Am inside our soul star, and this point of light inside our soul star is what illuminates everything. Now that light that comes out of our Almighty I Am is creative light. So whatever that touches, or whatever that goes through, it creates. So while it's going through the soul, that's cool, because it's going to shine soul light, all right? And it's going to shine holy light. Goes through the soul, goes through the dodecahedron, and then it goes through our subconscious mind programs. Now, that's where it gets tricky, because this is like, in the old days, you used to have a slideshow. This is like a movie projector, and this is the film. So whatever we have in our 12-pointed star, whatever programs we have in there, the light goes through that and manifests it on the outside of ourselves. We do not get our soul light, we get what's projected through our subconscious mind programs. That's why subconscious mind programs really handy to clear, because we are not getting the cool stuff here. So the next time you want to be a star, understand you are a star. You have a 12-pointed star, which is in your subconscious mind. That's a start. Then you have a soul star, which is white gold, which is the same. Now, if the soul star wants to talk to you, it will also talk to you in the eternal flame language. So you might be driving along in a car, you ask a question, and a van turns up with all these flames written, sign written all over it. You go, okay. That's how the soul talks to you. All of us. Talks to us in 8. It'll talk to us in candle language. Now, we go inside our soul, and there's more stars. We have, because inside of them, we have a universe. So here's the universal mind. There's the universal mind, shaped like an egg, and it's opalescent. This is known as our feminine universe, and this is known as the Shekinah. And another word for the feminine universe, which is inside of us, is Sophia. So inside of our universe, we have got stars. We have a magenta star, which is planetary. Now this will be reflecting on the outside of yourself, on your outside sphere. Planetary people, or people who are playing planetary energy, they like nature. They like to do things naturally. They just like to be part of nature. Planetary medicine is massage, energy healing, getting medicine from nature, potions, elixirs. That's all planetary energy. Now when a person's throwing planetary energy and they're playing their planetary star, they would prefer to have planetary, and they will work better with planetary healing. Now the blue, the cobalt blue, or the electric blue star, is our cosmic mind. This is totally different. Cosmic people tend to stay inside and look at life through a window. Planetary people tend to get out there and be part of it and actually experience life. Cosmic people tend to watch and observe, quite often behind glass. The cosmic consciousness is refined. So refined food is cosmic food. If you go into the supermarket and everything is in packets, jars, bottles and so forth, that's cosmic food and cosmic consciousness. If you go to a shop or the grocery part of the supermarket and get natural food, as natural as you can get these days, you are going to get planetary food. So as you go past, you get some tomatoes, a few potatoes and things like that. That's in the natural form. They might have a bit of cosmic spray on there, or a bit of cosmic tinkering around with the GM and so forth, but the point is, if you go to an organic shop, that's going to be planetary, because there's nothing refined. This is all happening inside of us, and it all shows up on the outside. A planetary person will ride a horse because a horse is natural. A cosmic person will ride a motorbike because it's a machine. Cosmic people like machines. They love devices and they love electronics. So these different versions of all kinds of things. And that is in your soul. So you have more stars than you would think. So I'll put the universe away. This is the feminine universe. The universe out there, that's our masculine universe. The one inside of us and the one inside of Mother Earth is a feminine universe. Cool. So when you want to know, or when you want to be a star, you now know, that'll teach you guys, you have a physical body, you have a physical body and a conscious mind. You go inside that and you'll find a subconscious mind and you'll find a 12-pointed star. This is subconsciously controlled and it's a limitation because while you are here you're unable to jump over. You can only play one of these at a time. Then you go from here into your dodecahedron, and then from the dodecahedron you go into your soul star, white gold. And sure enough, inside of there you've got your planetary and cosmic stars, and then you have your God self. Well, we are a walking universe. You just have to look in the other dimensions to find them. You have trouble seeing the stars on the outside mind, but you'll find them on the inside. Well, there you go. Have a goodie. Do your maths on the stars if you want. This subconscious star here, it's got 12 points, and it's got each vertice has 5 sides. So it's like 12 multiplied by 5 is 60. That's interesting. That's getting really close to a clock. In fact, that is a clock. If you ever want to make a third dimensional clock, this is what it's going to be. This is the shape of it. Okay, Ron. Have a great life, and please always understand you are a star and you are a universe, including your star energy and your planetary energy. Have a goodie.